Welcome to this next video. We'll be dealing with the aggregate supply and the difference between those three aggregate supply curves. Again, there's the very short run, and the long run aggregate supply, and we need to understand when does a shift occur in the short run aggregate supply. When is it shifted to the left? When is it shifted to the right? And there is one and only one parameter that changes the short-run aggregate supply curve, and that is the production costs per unit. The production costs per unit, once they change, once they rise, the short-run aggregate supply curve is shifted to the left, and once production costs per unit go down, it is shifted to the right. Now, there are several types of production costs, like for example, wages. Wages form maybe the most important part of production costs per unit. If the nominal wages go up, it's important to see that the short-run aggregate supply moves to the left, is shifted to the left. Now this is short-run aggregate supply index 1, and that is index 0, or I could just as well have said and written 1 and 2, but now once the nominal wage goes up, the short-run aggregate supply moves to the left. And yes, of course, if the nominal wage goes down, the short-run aggregate supply moves to the right. So that's important to see. Once we're dealing only with production costs per unit, and one of those production costs is formed by nominal wage. And yes, there are other input factors like the interest rate, for example. And it's always important to see, once the production costs rise, the short-run aggregate supplies move to the left. Once they go down, production costs go down, then the short-run aggregate supply is going to be moved, is going to be shifted to the right. Thank you for watching.